pace from Eric Fernandez, and Pavlitz in third. Now watch towards turns 8 and turns 9. Will the number 4 be able to make a move? Things were getting dicey on the back straight there, but Unai Araji, what a ride it's been so far from himself, managing to take P1 back.
Incredible last lap and a half or so between these four. Mongiardo with the best seat in the house. So we just have a look here. This is Pavlitz on the curb. Fernandez elbow out once as they head down the back straight. A little one again and another one there from the number 4 on the 44. As we rejoin the action heading into turn 13. Aradre still leads Pavlitz on the outside. Fernandez defending P2 from the Polish rider as Mongiardo has a look for P3 as well, but isn't quite close enough to get ahead of the number 44.
Yeah, I don't think Pavlitz would have appreciated an elbow in the side of his body twice there going down the back straight. There'll be some fire in his belly for sure over the last 3 laps or so. But now we're continuing on now. The number 4 of Eric Fernandez has been handed a long lap penalty due to irresponsible riding. So clearly the Stewart not happy with that down the back straight, not happy with 2 contacts down the back straight from his elbow.
Now you would imagine it was for that, unless it was something that we haven't seen on screen. As Fernandez at turn 5 makes the move on Aradre to take a provisional P1. He does have to take that long lap penalty, however, but he currently leads. He does have 3 laps to take the penalty. If he doesn't, it will be converted into a 3-second time penalty. So pretty much guaranteed a top 4 finish. Aradre fights back at turn 6 up the inside of Fernandez as he retakes the lead of the race.
Now, what does the number 4 do here? Does he take straight away? He overtakes straight away, he gets the lead back again. And well, if he was able to take the penalty on this lap, he could well and truly get involved in this fight yet again. The Raja now back down into P4. Mongiardo getting involved in 3rd. Pavlitz now up into 2nd position. So Mongiardo now runs it wide over at turn 9 and allows Unai Araji potentially back through, slams the door shut in his face. And Eric Fernandez, have a look over his shoulder there. There's confirmation of the long lap penalty, and you would imagine he would want to take it straight away because then there is a chance of getting involved in this right old dogfight at the head of the field.
Doesn't take it this lap, perhaps hasn't quite seen the message. He'll see it as he crosses the start-finish line when he takes, heads onto 2 laps to go, leading this race, but Pavlitz has the run on him, heading up into turn 1, up the hill. Is he going to make the move under braking? Yes, he is.
Great stuff from your reigning champ. Milan Pavlitz enters the race lead. Towards turn 2 we go though. Eric Fernandez, he's fired up here. He's looking for some sort of podium rostrum finisher, even with a long lap penalty to take with 2 laps remaining. Milan Pavlitz, he has been a cool customer so far in this one. He's waited his time, he's bided his time, and now takes P1. Mongiardo lurks in 3rd as Eric Fernandez looks to show a front wheel down the inside over at turn 5. Can he make it work? They're going to be side by side yet again. Another look behind him there, headed onto the back straight. Mongiardo onto the white lines as well as Unai Araji. Well, he can only watch this unfold in P4.
On the outside is Aradre, and that could be costly through turn 6 as Mongiardo goes up into P2 behind Fernandez. Of course, Fernandez still has that long lap penalty looming to take. So, Mongiardo on the inside here into turns 8 and 9. Is he taking the lead from Fernandez? He is. What a move that is from the number 49. And Fernandez can't respond. Pavlitz defends from Aradre into turn 9 as well.
Eric Fernandez running it wide through turn 8, and that was a costly mistake. Mongiardo does enter the race lead. He does take a wide line through turn 9 pretty much every single lap, so it does tend to bunch them up ever so slightly. Now, turn 13, this is where the long lap loop is located. Does Eric Fernandez take it? No, he does not, and in fact, it's Milan Pavlitz nearly making a move on him. The run up to turn 1 now is going to be really interesting. 1 lap to decide it all. Fernandez has a long lap penalty to take. He looks over at Mongiardo and he reclaims the race lead. Milan Pavlitz looks to take 2nd. Not quite.
Not quite close enough for Pavlitz. Fernandez does retake the lead as for Pavlitz up the inside of Mongiardo. Foot off the peg for the Italian. It's Pavlitz who moves back into P2 and instantly has a couple of bike lanes in hand over the number 49. Pavlitz does not need to pass Fernandez on track, but whether the 44 has seen that is a different matter.
Yeah, it's whether he's seen the bright boards down, start, finish straight. I'm sure Pavlitz will be using his head, but at the same time, if he can get a bike between himself and Mongiardo. It's a very, very safe place to be on this final lap. Heading towards turn 6 yet again. A big moment heading into the braking zone for Milan Pavelec. Unai Aradri has well and truly dropped back here so far. Around half a second already on this final lap. So a big shame for him. It doesn't look like he's going to be involved in this fight for victory on the final lap. But Milan Pavelec, it looks like he wants to win this on circuit at turn 8. He dives down the inside on Eric Fernandez. And Eric Fernandez does drop yet another position. Mongiardo, can he make a move? Not quite.
Mongiardo not close enough to capitalise on that stunning move from Pavelec to take the lead of the race. Fernandez running in P2 still hasn't taken the long lap penalty, so will potentially, if Aradri keeps dropping, it's unlikely you would think it'll be a 3-second penalty. So I'll just stop talking about that. Fernandez up the inside, turn 13, no, so Pavelec rounds the final corner in P1.
One corner remains. Milan Pavelec is in the race lead. It looks like he's going to claim race victory. The sole race of the weekend in the Moto2 European Championship goes the way of Milan Pavelec. 0.2 of a second was his winning margin over Eric Fernandez. Now Fernandez should get a penalty added on to his name as well, but on circuit he finished second. Mongiardo in P3 on circuit, we'd imagine that would be promoted to second, and Unai Aradri P4 on track. Officially, we'd imagine that would be a podium still as well. But Milan Pavelec, what a race. And for Eric Fernandez, your pole sitter, a real old strange one for him, and that has been updated on the timing screen. He will claim P4 officially, but yeah, the shirt not happy with that move down the back.
No,